Yeah. So I don't know what to describe this as. Like it's kind of like a trick, right? Like we're using an ngIf structural directive, but not to actually hide this component from the DOM like we normally would. It's just to get this. It's just to get this like reference to this observable and save it as this variable. So, so I'm going to make some changes here. I think we still have. Do we still have? Yeah, we still have our end-to-end test running. Maybe we don't. Yeah, it failed. Let me restart that while we're looking at this. Yeah, hopefully the idea is we can just kind of run our end-to-end tests after we make some of these changes and just confirm everything's still going. So here we're just use ngrxLet, and I think we can just go like that. Oh, I definitely need to import the module. Let's see. Got my, there you go. Inside of our app module, let's import our new. How does that work? Let me bring up the docs again. Let me bring it over to the screen so we can all look at it. Jeez, my screen lag is terrible today. There we go. Alright, so we're going to look at, this is view component, overview. Yeah, so we just want to go like this. We want to just import the reactive component module in. Yeah. Thanks, Lars. Spoon feeding me everything. I love it. There we go. And grab it in, dump it in. And now the language service is caught up. So we're able to do like this. I actually want to see. So I'm definitely doing some extra stuff here I probably don't need to do. Let me grab this. I'm going to bring it into this other ng container. I'm just going to get rid of some of this stuff. Whoops, there goes Cypress. Let me bring Cypress over to the other screen. We'll just run this while we're doing this. Ah! Damn it, Cypress. There you go. So we want to say, this one we still want to be an ngIf. And we want to say the ngIf is our logged in is equal to our string logged in. There we go. We hit save. Alrighty, so that restarted everything. Let's try rewriting the test just to make sure this all works. So apparently most of this still all works. Like the ngrxLet should now be controlling everything for when we log in. So we should only see like this information down here if someone is logged in. Otherwise, if we log out here, you can see we should just see this. So that seems to be working. All of our tests still pass. It's a good bit of confidence right there, I think. I've been thinking a lot of well, I got into a Twitter discussion with Shai last week about testing, about NgRx, and so one thing that I thought was very very insightful about that was end-to-end tests giving you false confidence. So I think there's a lot to that. And Lars, I think you got into that a little bit too. But yeah, I have been thinking about that a good bit. I kind of think that like so what we just did. I kind of said, okay, let's rerun our test now that we've made that change. We got all greens. I feel kind of confident about that. I think that makes sense because our app's like really still quite small right now. I do see sort of the point though that eventually there's so many edge cases you just can't test for all of them in end-to-end tests in a reasonable amount of time. So I don't know. I'm kind of conceding that point. I still want to look at it into it a little bit more, but yeah, maybe we can, as this project grows, we can see do we ever get that sense of false confidence, and how can we do it? Yeah, cumbersome and slow. Yeah, for sure. Already, so there's definitely something wrong with my machine, but the 4 tests we're running are taking us 15 seconds right now. So that's, I mean, if I ran just, let's try running just on one of my other things. So I'm going to do npx nx test. I think we did on like the auth. Let's use the nx plugin stuff. So I'm going to run test. I think it was front end auth that I wrote those tests for. Was it auth or was it? Let's just see. It's definitely a front end thing because I was testing the effects. I really like unit test still for running it for ngrx effects because you're dealing with only observables there. Those can get tricky. It's easy. I feel like it's very easy to build something that you didn't mean to build, or building some bugs into something you didn't mean to build. Let's see, is it in here? Look at our state effects. Yeah, it's in there. Okay. So we'll run test on front end auth. And let's just hit run. So if we see how long it takes to run these, like most of the time is just in this setup right here, right? So yeah, there's definitely something going on strange with my computer. It definitely should not take this long to run the test that we had there. Let's take a look. Just a few things around login. A few things around logout. We're always using this test scheduler, so I don't know. 8 seconds, 8.5 seconds there for the one test versus 15 seconds for everything. And I know scale is definitely an issue here. So right now scale is so small, I think, compared to a real app. But yeah. All right. Anyways, let's get off the tangent. Let's see. I'm just gonna keep looking for other ngIfs because I think I'm probably using this thing a lot. This is in the to-dos app. I might as well change it. ngrxLet. Oh wait, this is actually a legit ngIf. No, this one's not though. Okay, ngrxLet. Logged in as logged in. This one's okay. This one's going to need the import as well. Import, and what was it called? Reactive component module from ngrx/component. Go. And let's import that. Go. I'm doing the same thing here. It doesn't really matter because this is just the example app we wrote to show that things were modular, but let's go ahead and fix that while we're looking at it. So we can say this is logged in. Doesn't need to be piped to async. It can be like that. There you go. That looks good. Let's. I'm gonna run this. No, I don't think I'll run this whole thing, but I'll just have it marked as this one's fixed. So let's look. Find Friends is definitely using it. So let's adjust it here. ngrxLet. Findable friends. Findable friends. We have to update the module here for our front end friends module. Import reactive component module. ngrx component, bring it into our imports. There we go. Let's see. If we look at the end-to-end stuff that rebuilt, let's go ahead and click run again. We'll just keep going. I assume those ones succeeded, but looking at other places, friends list, can get rid of it here. ngrxLet equals friends as friends. There we go. And coming requests, ngrxLet as friends. Pending friendships, I think this is the last one. ngrxLet, pending friends as friends. Alright, let's rerun. It looks like things are still working. Greenz for Dayz. Sweet.